Growing up, my mother always felt it was important to volunteer and help others who need it. I spent many weekends and holidays serving in food kitchen, ringing bells to help raise money, and going through my toys and clothes to see what I no longer needed. At the time, I felt I was being dragged into it, but I always felt so good about myself afterwards. It never failed to be a rewarding experience for me and really helped shape me into the person I am today. I think it is important that everyone volunteers whenever they can because other people have life so much harder than we do. So the first way that you can volunteer is to donate old toys and clothes to an organization in need. So this can be anything from small toys like a little stuffed animal, old t-shirts you might have that are not being used. You can donate appliances, you can donate old electronics, anything really. You can donate clothes that are too small for you or that you no longer wear, and you can donate anything that is unused and taking up space in your home. According to SalvationArmyUSA.org, every spring, millions of people participate in spring cleaning. So why not donate that stuff you're getting rid of anyways? You really feel good by donating this stuff. You're cleaning up your life, but you're also helping better someone else's life by helping provide them with things that they can't afford and don't have. The cost of doing this is that you will be losing some clothes or toys that may have memories associated with them. However, you probably do not wear it anymore, or it might not fit you. The reward of this, however, is that by donating your items, you get the pleasure of knowing that someone else is benefiting from your generosity. One of the places that you can do that locally is in the Salvation Army, which is located in Sebring. You can donate clothes, toys, appliances, or electronics to them. There is no shortage of stuff that they can accept, and they can put to use anything that you might have that you do not need. So, the next place that you can volunteer at would be at a soup kitchen. Soup kitchens, you can donate clothes and toys again, or you can donate food. People who come to the soup kitchens are homeless, or they cannot buy the food for themselves. According to soupkitchen.org, they serve approximately 600 hot meals per day, and they give away over 100 food bags per day, which is just an astronomical amount of meals to people who need it. The emotion that you'll get by doing this is that you have very uplifting and positive feelings by watching someone who has an empty stomach become full. And going to bed later that night with the full stomach, you'll know that you helped better someone else's life and helped them go to bed with a full stomach as well. The cost of doing this, however, is that you'll be giving up just a few hours of your weekend or a weekday to cook and serve to those who are less fortunate. But in the long run, a few hours is nothing compared to the feelings that you'll have for the rest of the week, the day, the month, whatever, by doing this. The reward of this, however, is that you see how you impact them. You also get to learn about their lives a lot. You have a lot of time to spend time with these people and to get to know them, and you get to hear their stories, and it's just an incredible experience. A local place that you can do this at would be Parkway Food Ministry, which is in Sebring. Parkway Food Ministry hands out bags of food to families who are in need. So, the third way you can volunteer would be to go on a mission trip. Many areas of the country and of the globe are impoverished, and they can't rebuild from hardships that they've faced. These trips can be in this country, or they can be across the world, according to experiencemission.org. The feelings that you'll get from this is happiness of exploring new areas, you get to experience new culture, and you get to meet a lot of new people. But you also get to better the local community's life that you're visiting. The cost of doing this is a bit more long-term than the first two. It usually takes a week or two of your summer, and the cost of the trip is usually, from the ones I've been on, it's been about $300 to $400. So it's not necessarily cheap, but it's very rewarding. And usually your food and your shelter are included in these trips. You really make lifelong friends on these mission trips. I've met people on mine that I still talk to that live across the country. And you get to leave with the knowledge that you bettered someone's life. I have this it's just a little purple rock heart thing, but I carried it around in my wallet with me, and it was given to me by a woman that I met in New Orleans. I helped rebuild her house after Hurricane Katrina hit, and she gave it to me, and I think of her every day when I see it, and it's just, I always get to remember the feelings I have that I got from doing that. I'm not around this area, so I can't tell you what churches specifically might have mission trips. But the church I go to back home is called New Hope, and we've been to places such as Tennessee, New Orleans, Colorado, the Dominican Republic, and Africa. So there's no shortage of trips that you can go on. You just have to find your local church that you go to and ask around for them. By volunteering, you really satisfy your own personal need to give back and help others, but you also satisfy local and global needs for hunger and shelter. The good thing about volunteering is that you can do it right now or long term. There's no time frame for when you can volunteer. So when my speech is done, you could go to your closet, take 5 to 10 minutes, and pick out a few shirts that you no longer wear, and go tomorrow and donate them to someone who needs them. It takes no time whatsoever to do something like that, but you can also plan long term and go to your church and ask about mission trips that they might have, and then go participate in those as well. The good thing is that there's so many local soup kitchens and charities that you can participate in besides the ones that I mentioned earlier. There's no shortage of need no matter where you are, so there's always ways that you can help and always people that you can help. All in all, there are hundreds of ways in which you can volunteer. Every single opportunity will help someone in need. There is no limit to how much you can volunteer, and over time it really does become addicting. It really makes you feel better about yourself knowing that you are helping someone else out. If we all made an effort to volunteer or help someone out just once a month, we would make the world a better place. Thank you.